Hey everyone, thanks for joining us here at Book Blather. If you're new here, I'm Dave, this is Olive, and we mostly talk about books to help spread the joy of reading. So today, I think there's going to be a quick one. We just wanted to jump on here and talk about a couple of acquisitions, a couple random things, including something we're going to open. And we have, if you've been around a while, every year up here, I'm in Connecticut, we have this massive book sale. It's like this multi-day book fair. It's like the biggest one in New England, and we always come back with a big haul from that. That we're going to that Friday. So next weekend we're gonna have a lot more books to show, no doubt. We never come home with a small pile from that thing. So it's good. We'll get these ones out of the way. So the first thing is we just a couple things. The first thing is we were very nicely sent a package by Erie. So thank you very much, Erie. We're going to open this up. Erie mentioned that she was, in a used bookstore and saw these and thought of us, right, Olive? And she has mentioned that they probably qualify for our upcoming Garb-August event. So let's see. Very exciting. The first one is Tarzan, the new series Tarzan and the Silver Globe. Look at that. That's an unofficial. It's a non Edgar Rice Burroughs Tarzan. Let's see, based on characters created by Edgar Rice Burroughs. Yeah, so probably unauthorized and well, thank you very much, Erie. That's very thoughtful. Now I know why you said you thought of us. Very, very cool. Okay, and the second one, oops, I hope I didn't show that there. The next one is, see if it's another Tarzan. It's another Tarzan. Tarzan and the Cave City. Look at that. That is so cool. That is so cool. So these are both by Barton Werper. Okay, so Tarzan and the Cave. So I guess this is the first one, Tarzan and the Silver Globe. Looks like this is the first one, and it says, in search of a fabulous hoard of gold, Tarzan, the legendary king of the apes, visits Opar. Okay, so that's a couple of the books we've read already were in this lost city of Opar, which has like ritualist, these people there that engage in all this temple and engage in this ritualistic behavior. And he had some crazy adventures there. Built by descendants of the lost continent of land. Here he meets the followers, evil creatures of another planet that attempted to diabolically destroy the one man who stands between them and their plans for the earth. With only a handful of devoted Waziri tribesmen and his 8 companions, Tarzan struggles against both the extraterrestrial monsters and Opar's green priests. Okay, and this looks like this is number 2, Tarzan in the Cave City. So this one is a fabulous emerald was called the Light of the Night, and many men were willing to risk their lives to get it. In search of the jewel are Wang Feng and his hired cutthroat Magra Task. Before Tarzan defeats this vicious pair, he is captured by King Nanda and Queen Nerva of Ondo and sentenced to fight lions in the arena. Surviving, he leads his waziris and giant apes in the great battle between the lost cities. This is great. Thank you so much, Erie. This is very, very thoughtful. This is very cool. We don't have any unauthorized Tarzan books. I assume they're unauthorized, but just non-Edgar Rice Burroughs Tarzan books, regardless. We don't have any. So very, very cool. Thank you, Erie. We're looking forward to checking those out. I don't know if we'll be able. Dia over at Novel Idea has been buddy reading these things, Tarzan books with us. I don't know if she'll buddy read those with us, but we'll see. We're gonna read them by ourselves then. Okay, the next thing I just wanted to mention was Dave Brzezinski very kindly sent us the latest special of Occult Detective Magazine. So this is the Mythos Special 2. We haven't read. We have another issue of this that we just recently got. Not the special, a different numbered issue that MJ from Reading This Life had published an article yet. So we haven't read any yet. So we're pretty excited to get this special because we have very little experience with occult detective fiction, but it's, a lot of people have been talking about it lately, and there's been that occult detective fiction October, and I read one book once called Bone Song, which I think probably qualifies as a cult detective. I'm not even sure. That was years ago. But other than that, I don't think I've really read any cult detective fiction. So, looking forward to trying these stories out. And so, I just want to thank Dave once again for sending us this. And then that was it. We also, I forgot, I had done some stuff we got from a birthday, but one thing I forgot to mention was one of my daughters also got me a Barnes and Noble gift certificate, and she wanted to. I guess there's some like TikTok thing that like where like it's like a shopping spree in Barnes and Noble, and that's what she was gonna do for me, like a couple minute shopping spree. But then she was worried I might hurt myself if I was like rushing around the bookstore, which is probably a valid concern. So instead, she just gave me a gift certificate, and so we went the other day right before vacation, and I didn't use up the whole thing yet, but I got two books with it so far, and one we already reviewed called How Democracies Die, which was great. And another one we got in that vein, just because we've been interested in this topic lately in view of everything that's happening in the U.S., this is another well-known book called How Fascism Works, The Politics of Us and Them, by Jason Stanley. So I haven't read it yet, but I'm looking forward to reading it. So those are our latest acquisitions. I know. So sorry, we're so far behind on book reviews. We haven't on videos. We haven't done any of the Rocket Summer. We've been reading, but we haven't done any Rocket Summer videos yet. Maybe we're gonna have to do a combined one. We haven't. A couple people want us to do this tag, the nightclub tag, which looks really cool. So we'll catch up. We're trying. So. All right, so we'll see you again very soon. If you have read any of these, we got some odd ones here, but if you've read any of these, let us know. We'd be curious, as always, to hear what your thoughts are. If you don't have anything substantive to say, you could always leave Olive a puppy emoji, right, Olive? Always got to pull one of these out now to perk you up. I think it's too hot. You get too sleepy, right? Yeah, and. And so you can always evolve puppy emoji because she always loves to see those. But so thanks so much for watching, everyone. We'll see you again very soon. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll see you next time.